Hi guys, Lee here from Trading College on this beautiful sunny day here. I thought I'd do a video on Bitcoin because I'm getting questions, should I be buying Bitcoin? I'm seeing lots of stuff on social media and a lot of talk about Bitcoin at this present time. And I would say, my advice to you if you're thinking about getting involved in trading Bitcoin is just take a deep breath for 1 second. Because I don't want you to get hurt here, I don't want you to lose money trading this volatile cryptocurrency, okay? Now, it is all the rave, everyone's talking about it. And so everyone was talking about gold, to buy gold, everyone was talking about crude oil, to buy it up to $150 a barrel. Everyone was talking about buying property in 2008, only to see it crash. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to crash. I'm not saying, in fact, it's a bubble at all, because I think we've got more upside to go on Bitcoin. I'm just saying be very, very careful indeed. Now, a little bit of advice here is that when it's the top of any market, when it's in the press, the front page of the newspapers on the high street, or on BBC News or ITV News, when it reaches mainstream media, it's normally the top of the market. And that's when the late crowd, the public, unfortunately, come into it, and they're the last ones to buy this instrument. Now, it happened with gold. I remember talking to some property investors that wanted to buy gold. It was too late. Why didn't they buy gold much lower? They were buying gold at the very high of the market. If you read my book, I did a short in gold, which means I placed a trade to the downside at that time to take advantage of the price going down. It was also on, I think it was BBC, where Angela Rippon done a documentary on that gold was such a great investment. Now, that was the time where gold was at its very, very high, and it's never recovered since. I traded oil, crude oil, the US oil, through $147 a barrel, which took a few airline companies down at the time. Remember Silverjet going bust because of the price of oil so high. I traded that to the short side and to the long side. Now, I spotted the top of that market as well, because I'm trained in chart patterns and understanding tops and bottoms of price. 2008, we had the subprime disaster and property prices plummeted. People went bust. It was the top of the market. People were buying properties like they were sweets. Banks were lending money left, right and centre, and then suddenly they stopped lending money, and it was a huge disaster for a lot of investors. We're not there yet on Bitcoin. There's plenty more upside. I think we're going to get through 5,000. It's already trading at 4,100 and bits. I can't remember the exact price today, but it's around 4,100. I think we're going to get to 5,000. Now, if I was advising you, which I'm not at all, I would look to buy the dips. Now, price doesn't go all the way up. I don't see price ever going parabolic and never having pullbacks. So we've gone straight up and had a pullback on Bitcoin, then we've gone up again and had a dip in Bitcoin. It's these dips as a trader or an investor that you want to get into, because if you buy the highs, you run the risk of buying the very last trade, which then it plummets and it never recovers. So buying dips, if you buy a pullback, you can have a nice tight risk on this trade, which is called a stop loss. So if the trade carries on going down, you only lose X percentage of your account. So then it's got more upside potential, because as it turns, it goes up, back, turns and goes up, and here's your buy. You don't want to buy up here. You want that to be locking in your. You want that place to be locking in your profits here. Can't talk about it. Need to put my teeth back in. So we are in a early crowd environment at the moment. So what that means is that the early adopters, the early inventors of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, they have made an absolute fortune, no doubt. And then the early traders, the early investors that saw that there was a trend developing, they made an absolute fortune on Bitcoin as well. And now there's the early crowd. And the early crowd is where we're at right now. And this is where you're watching this. I assume you're watching this video in August 2017. And there's plenty of time for this market to go even higher. Once we see the late crowd come in, and you'll notice that because it'll be on BBC News, it'll be all over the front page of the newspapers, guys, and you know, it will be, unfortunately, don't let it be our mums and dads that will be the ones that are sitting around watching this thinking they're going to put some of their pension into Bitcoin. It will be the end of the party for everybody with Bitcoin. Okay, bubbles do burst. Every single bubble in time over years and years and years has burst. Bitcoin will burst. I don't think it is now. As I'm doing this video, I think we've got more upside. I think there's more potential in the world we live in at the moment with these cryptocurrencies. I just think you've got to be careful, make sure you manage risk on these trades, and if you've got any doubt, you know, and you don't understand what trends are, I mean, we've got a £50 course at the Trading College online that you can just dive into and, you know, and learn how to trade trends. Okay, and this is no plug for any course or whatever we do, but I just want you to be careful around Bitcoin. It is volatile. You can make a hell of a lot of money, but you could also lose a lot of money if you don't manage risk. I've been here so many times before. I've been doing this for 15 years full-time as a trader, guys. This is the time where be interested, but be careful. Okay, speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.